Okay, I'd like to tie the green ghost. This is a pattern. It's a variation of the crackleback or a dry woolly. It can be fished just like a crackleback or a dry woolly. It can be fished dry, or it can be stripped in the surface film. Excellent pattern in the state parks here in the state of Missouri. To tie this pattern, I'm going to be using a Dairiki 300. Since the Dairiki 300 is becoming hard to find, you might want to use a White River WR001. Again, this is size 12. I'm going to use a Vivas black for the thread. Start the thread about an eye length behind the eye. I lay a base of thread down the shank. It doesn't have to be touching. All the way to a point on the shank right above the barb. Going to return the thread to the starting point. And for the crackleback, I'm going to be using some peacock herring, 3 strands. Clip the tips off evenly. Counterclockwise my thread, spin my thread. So when I bring this over, it won't loop forward. Tie my peacock herring in to that point on the shank right above the barb. For hackle, I'm going to be using a Whiting 100 pack. This is a grizzly, size 12. Notice I peeled off some of the barbules from the stem. I'm going to tie this in with the concave side facing me. And I'm going to leave just a little bit of the shank of this, a little bit of the stem bare. So I make that first wrap with nothing but bare stem. That'll keep the ends from flaring out the back. Okay, I'm going to go all the way forward. And for the body, I'm going to be using some green holograph tinsel. And again, I need to spin my thread counterclockwise. And then I'll tie it in. Okay, we'll come all the way to the front. Put in a half hitch. And with my head cement, I'm going to put just a drop top of this tinsel, hold it in place as I wrap it forward. And to wrap it forward, I'm going to be using my rotary. Okay, and since I've got so much thread that's lapped over here, I'm going to remove some of it till I get down to my half hitch. Okay, then I'll tie the tinsel off. I'll lay my scissors on the eye of the hook and clip off the tinsel. Put another half hitch to hold this in place. I'm going to bring forward peacock herald, which is the crackle back. This herald is used primarily to keep the hackle in place when you bring it forward. Plus it does give it a nice shell backing or carapace. And once again, I'm going to put in another half hitch. This is one of my peacock heralds, which is fine. We can go ahead and put it in right now. Okay, now we're ready to bring our hackle forward. We're going to have the concave side facing forward. I'm going to make at least five or six nice wraps. Okay, I'm going to take my thread and work it through the hackles of the barbulas to the stem. And I'm going to bring both the hackle and my thread over at the same time. This will keep from trapping too many of the barbulas. You're always going to get a few. And then we'll whip finish. And we can use this whip finisher to push a few of these straggling barbulas back. We'll cut our thread. Clean up a few of those stragglers. And we're ready for some head cement. And there we have the green ghost.